What's up, everyone? This is Roman from Hydra Painting, and this is the last little LVO update video, LVO 2.0, coming up in like 2 days. This is September 30th, so I got one more day, and then I'm off to Vegas. So just want to show you where I'm at with a boat, and basically the placement of where everything's gonna go, and talk about like tournament prep, the things you want to bring. This is not my first rodeo, so any tips and tricks that I have, I'll, just tell you all about it, and you can either be like, cool, or I don't care. I'm not a cop, it's your hobby. Anyways, so setting the scene, this is kind of what I'm going for, is a desert shrine, like a cliffside shrine. Inquisitor is calling up, an escape. They're about to be overrun, and the Anvil of More comes out of nowhere and shoots it down right in front of the entrance to this shrine. So you got these orcs swarming in, these ships flying above, and yeah, that's basically kind of the vibe I'm going for. Kind of like a diorama, one of those like Warhammer World, pieces all kind of condensed into one little thing here. So hopefully, people see that and they enjoy it. But yeah, so we'll start off over here. Some Beast Naga boys. Commandos over here. Got the LED lights working again. They weren't for a bit, but I got them going. So some commandos here. Back there, got some grots. Beast Naga boys. So if we go over here, we got the commandos clashing with these like Scion bodyguard here. Down over here, we have the guardsmen kind of protecting the front of the shrine here. Heavy bolter, they're like running forward. This is essentially their last stand. So I got my Scion here. The Inquisitor, this guy's from the Warhammer Plus year model. So he was really cool to paint. So I'm happy that I have kind of like this character here to kind of bring it all in. And Commando and the Scion Sergeant. But this is the shrine here, so the ship's kind of coming in, busting through. Orboss and Mega Armor, my Warlord, with his like 6 Mega Knobs. Unit of Tank Bustas right over here. Up here in this area are Flash Gets, my Big Mech and Mega Armor. So some grots. Big Mech with shock attack gun. This is like the old metal one, so if he falls, like he essentially like makes a crater on the ground. Right over here. This is Goth Rocker. Wanted to put him up top, kind of rocking out here. I have Knobs right over here. I have my Warboss kind of jumping down, ready to go. So Knobs with claws. Another shock attack gun. Tank Bustas that were made from Knobs and the just the extra Tank Buster kits. Like the Rekka crew, you can make breakers and then Tank Bustas, so all the Tank Buster bits. I just bought a box of Knobs and made their combi shoot as rockets. So yeah. There's like, this is the WA banner here, the Great WA banner for the ship. Bunch of different banners from different factions. Chaos, Space Marines, Imperial Guard. I have a Dark Eldar one. I wish I had more, but this is all I had in like my bits section here. The gun arm. Back over here in this little pocket, there's going to be lights to kind of make it look all generate-y. That's even a word. But yeah, this is the light here. These lights, by the way, they don't run that long. Like, it says 4 hours, but really it's like an hour worth of like good light, and then it starts to dim down. So I have a whole pack. I'll probably be setting this whole thing up 2-3 times, so I'll just swap them out. And there'll be more lights in the back. So this is pretty much it. Everything here is going to fit in this tub right here. It's going to be full of more peanuts, and hopefully nothing breaks, but if you're bringing models or a diorama or anything of this scale, you got to bring glue and you have to bring accelerator. You can't stand around and wait for things to dry. So make sure that you have the accelerator. I think that's probably the most important thing. But yeah, I'm really happy that the lights, make this part down here, it brings, like, my concern was that the ship would cast a large shadow and you wouldn't be able to really see this bottom part, but the lights really help out with that. And they will be brighter because these lights have been on for a while. So it'll look better in person. If you're gonna be there in person, check me out. Not check me out. Check all my crap out. I mean, you could check me out if you want. I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, this is it. I'll just take this out here. I'll turn off the lights here. Boop. Uh-oh, the system is down. The system is down. Nice little rave. Probably gave some guy a seizure. But anyways, tournament prep stuff you want to bring. You want to bring an army tray. Don't bring your bag, your foam trays. Don't do that. Bring a tray, nice solid wooden MDF tray. Models magnetized. Mine, I have a metal sheet, metal plates. So the tray, table to table, super easy. When you're at these big events, everyone's kind of really close together. It's like ass to ass. So you don't want to walk around with a big bulky bag and then have to take out trays, or even those plastic cases with the metal cookie trays. Those ones are super bulky, and that's still a hassle. So just get a tray. Just put all your plastic on there. It's fine. For all of your gaming tchotchkes, you're probably going to want a backpack. And in that backpack, you want a dice tray. Really helps. You don't want cocked dice. You don't want any problems with that. So dice trays are cool. If you're filming, a little gimbal is nice. This is a dice tray separator thing. It's pretty neat. I got this for free because I found it on the floor last LVO. This is when everyone was cleaning up, so it didn't belong to anyone. I tried looking for its owner, couldn't find it. So yeah, it's super cool. You'll look really popular using this thing, but then it gets jammed, and then you get really mad, and you're like, well, anyways, enough about that. A laser, a nice laser. You don't want no cheap laser. Don't cheap out on this. You want a laser strong enough where the FBI will, they'll want to track this down. So get a nice laser, okay? Helps a lot with line of sight. Dice organizer, dice for the game. Dice for wounds, random dice for random stuff. Measuring tape, probably want to bring an extra one just in case you lose it or for your opponent. And then these little things I use for my tactical brigade orders. So these are all my orders. So yeah, objectives are super important. Mouse pad, prefer dot in the middle for the center. Most people that go to tournaments for the first time, they don't know that they have to bring objectives. They think that they're provided. They're not. So I would suggest bringing a set for you and your opponent just in case. Because there's a lot of new people. A lot of new people play in big events because it's kind of just like jumping in there, and that's great. The big events that I've went to, I've had great opponents. So if you're new and you're thinking about jumping into a big event, Vegas is really cool. Your first round, you'll most likely get obliterated or something, and then you're in the fun brackets and you're getting that taste of competitive play that is super cool. I used to hate competitive 40K, but I gotten around to it, and I think most of the best games that I've played of 40K have been on the competitive side. So it's big, it's scary, it's intimidating, but I mean, there's a lot of cool people in this hobby that will support you. So, just go out there and have fun. Backpack, super important. Tray, you can be one of those nerds that has a little cart, but the cart gets in the way for big events because, again, it's you're ass to ass with everyone. So, for me, a tray and a backpack with all my stuff in it is the way to go. Really, for big events, the only reason you want an army bag is because it's going to hold all of your beverages. So I have like all my monsters here, and I'm going to bring more fun beverages to kind of sneak in. I don't know what the venue. This is the World Market Expo. I don't know what kind of security or like what their policy is with outside food and bevy. I assume there is a policy, but I'm hoping they won't check like army bags. This one's like an FLG army bag. I won it for best painted at a GT in LA, and didn't even come with foam. So I was pretty annoyed. I went online to look at, the item just at the web store, and it does come with foam. So mine didn't. It was like wrapped up with like the plastic and everything, brand new, just no foam inside. So I was like, what the hell? Anyways, so yeah, that's my bevy carrier. I have a coffee transport right there. Coffee's cool. I like coffee. If I can make it in the morning, I will. Gotta eat breakfast. Gotta get a good night's sleep. I won't get any of that. I'll be pretty messed up, I think, for all of the week, starting like right as I get there. There's a Fat Tuesday in my resort, so that's probably where I'll be right before it's time to throw some dice. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited. I just want to say thank you to all those that have been watching this like dumb evolution of this thing. I'm not really expecting much, out of this. I say that, and then like I have people being like, "Wow, you won this, you won that," But I'm always just here to just show off, what I can do and be an inspiration and to be inspired, because people have amazing stuff out there in this hobby. So I'm just here to show up and to have fun. So if you see me, I have stickers and stuff. Take lots of pictures. I really appreciate that. And yeah, thank you so much for all this. Thanks, friends, family, subscribers, people in the Discords that I'm part of, all the cool, wonderful gaming communities out there. My fiance, who I love a lot, and she's super happy that I use her kitchen table for all of my bullcrap. So thank you for putting up with me at this point. But yeah, this is Hydra Painting. This is Roman. And I love y'all. This is gonna be great. We're gonna have a great time. All my works. All right. Love y'all. Bye.